Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here, doing another video for you guys, and this time, happy first day of Hanukkah. Yes, that's a Christmas tree behind me, but still, it's the first day of Hanukkah, so there you go. And we've got some new upcoming reveals for the Transformers Generations Legacy line, or at least supposedly, these do seem legitimate, but take everything with a grain of salt. And it is the Transformers Legacy other Junkion figure that we've known about. We know that we're getting multiple, but this is the second one that was also seen in the poster, or at least I believe so. As well as Prowl. Now, there was a lot of speculation as to which version of Prowl. Some people thought, well, maybe it could be the original G1 because, you know, we had a reissue of the Ironhide in the Studio Series line, so that could make sense. Some people speculated that maybe it's Robots in Disguise, but the big speculation, and it seems to be true, is that it's going to be the Transformers animated design. And I'm very happy about that because this is a very different design compared to what we normally get for Prowl. And so I really do like the look of this. The black and gold is a nice touch, of course, you know, based on that animated design. But just like the Prime design characters, this is going to change a lot. It's going to be more that Generations-ified figure, which I don't necessarily mind when it comes to the animated characters. I think it worked for Lugnut. And not only that, the animated looks, while I do like them, the style of them does not really fit with the rest of Transformers, so I don't necessarily mind this. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, and that's totally fine, but for a case like this, it's okay. Anyways, it does have the side guards right there, which are going to become the wings of the robot mode, of course, and then, you know, it's got the front, which, you know, it looks like a bike. It's got bike details. But the key thing is that it's got the shurikens on the side of the wheels, which was a gimmick from the original toy, so I do like that. It's not like the Prime RC where they just kind of threw in a whole bunch of gimmicks that don't really have any business being there. This has weapons from not only the original animated series, but the original toy, so that's cool. The one thing I will note is that they look so bulky that the other rims on the back there look kind of off. I do like the fact that they tried to make it even and make it gold, but, you know, there is a difference between the painted gold and the plastic gold. And also another cool thing is that it seems to keep some inspiration from the RC. I'm not going to say it's a remold, but you can see that the way the arms tuck down is very similar to the Legacy RC figure. So overall, this seems pretty nice. And then we take a look at the robot mode, and it's a much more chunkier and G1-ified version of Prowl. You can definitely see that from the head. In fact, the head kind of looks like a stylized, maybe IDW version of the regular Prowl, just in different colors. But I don't mind that. I actually think the chunky look is fine for it, especially with the legs. It just looks like pretty bulky looking trousers. I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. But yes, he will be able to hold the weapons despite the fact that he's holding it from the blade, so that's pretty cool. And you can see the second one on the other side, so when you flip the bike around, you can see that on the other side there. And he does have the handlebars on the wings. I thought that there was a chunky midsection to the wings section, but no, it's actually hollow in the middle, so that's good. And overall, I'm actually really into this. I think that for the Generations-ified redesign of some of the characters, this one actually does look pretty good. Same with Skyquake, so it seems like they're more leaning into the original character traits, while still making it more into the theme of Generations. Anyways, moving right along, we also have this Junkion. Now, we don't have a name at the current moment, but it is going to transform into a bike, and it is different compared to the Wreck-Gar and the, Junkyard figure. I tried to remember the name. Sometimes they all blur, but anyways, this is going to be technically the fourth Junkion, but the third mold, and it's going to transform into a bike, like I said. And it looks a little unfinished at the front there. It looks too much like a prototype because it's just got so much gray. It's got no paint really to pick out anything. Well, it's got some paint. You can see the horns at the top there and then the mirrors, but at the front there, you got no paint for the light, and then the wheel is just gray. It's a lot of gray. I wish more things were picked out, but maybe that's intentional because, you know, it is a Junkion, so that might be fine. I do like the flame at the top there with the gold. It kind of reminds me of the Reveal the Shields version of Wreck-Gar, and keep that in mind as well. You can see how the arms tuck down, and it does seem to transform in a similar way to the Scrap Hook, in that you don't have to take off anything, or at least it's a more casual transformation. Maybe you have to take off one or two things, but mainly they would transform into weapons anyways. So yeah, this looks pretty good. A lot of portholes, so you can definitely attach stuff to this alt form. And yeah, so far that looks pretty good. And then we take a look at the robot mode. Now, I'm getting different cues of other Transformers. It definitely reminds me of that Reveal the Shields Wreck Guard, like I said, with the legs. It just looks like a chunkier redesign, but how they configure definitely reminds me of that toy. But then you take a look at the upper section, and it reminds me of something from Transformers Energon. Maybe the Barricade figure or something, with the more boxy aesthetic to it. So I love how the chest is designed. It kind of reminds me of something that Takara would do. I love the head with the horns sticking up like that. The pipes on top, that's nice. I'm not sure how I feel about the guns. I thought that it might be mistransformed or just misplaced, but then you take a look at the bars and it looks like it's trying to wrap around the hand, so... yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I can't wait to see the combination for that and what you could do with the scrap hook figure. With that out of the way, that is pretty much it so far. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV. Now that's just prime.